black and white, solid and space, something and nothing. But we play the game, you see, that nothing might win. Now when you see you've forgotten the connection between these two things, which is the secret, that Tweedledum and Tweedledee agreed to have a battle. When you've forgotten that connection and you are afraid that the black side may win, that everything may be lost, that all existence may plunge into the abyss of endless night, then you play the contrary game, but white must win. And that's where you get into trouble. You must love. You must live. And that's the biggest hoax ever invented. So, we go around doing battle against our own nature. Now, can we get out of this trap? Or are we hopelessly hypnotized? Is there anything, supposing you realize this is true, can you change your state of consciousness so that you don't any longer have to feel that you are an isolated island of sensitivity locked up in a bag of skin? Could you come to feel that you are really, deep down, simply a particular expression of everything that there is? To put it more strongly, could you realize as clearly as when you put your hands on something hard and you know it's there, could you realize that clearly that your real self is the works, is the whole cosmos? How would you go about that? A lot of people do know this. In the East, they call them Buddhas. And they know this in a very natural way. But in order to approach that kind of knowledge, really the main problem about it is to get rid of our chronic objections to it. For example, this is not something you know in quite the same sort of way that you know a thing you can look at from the outside, like looking at your own hand. See, the funny thing about consciousness is this. It's like the headlights of a car. The headlights of a car shine down the road, but they don't shine on the wires immediately behind the bulb that connects it to the battery. They don't even shine on a battery. Consciousness does not illumine its own origin. You are conscious, you are aware, but you don't know how. That's because consciousness looks out instead of in. But in just the same way that underlying your consciousness is the whole complexity of your nervous system, which is very much you, but you don't know it. So in just that sort of way, your essential self looks out rather than in. You don't feel it, just as you don't see your own brain. But there it is. And when you die, you go back, as it were, you are withdrawn into yourself. The place, the center from which you came out when you were born. And what happens once can happen again. Do you ever think it was funny to be born? Think about it. What will it be like to go to sleep and never wake up? Think about that. Imagine it. To die. And that's that. Now, don't imagine yourself lying around forever in a dark room, buried alive, as in Edgar Allan Poe. No experience of darkness, no experience of anything, neither darkness nor light. I can give you an immediate illustration of that by asking you, what color is your head? From the point of view of your looking around without having a mirror near you. What color is your head? I can't see it. But do you experience darkness there? No. It's not dark. I don't have a black thing behind my eyes. I don't have a white thing. I can't get at it at all. It just has no color. You see?